Watch this. They've been telling you to your face. You just think it's entertainment. This is how they taught you. This is how they teaching your children.
I'll show you some technique. Did you see that? My rock almost made it to the edge of the world.
The edge of what now?
The edge of the world, yo. Where the planet drops off.
Drops off? Wait, Beast Boy, you don't believe the Earth is round?
Mm-hmm. That's right. The Earth ain't round. It's a big old pancake. Your laughter only makes my belief stronger.
When did you become so dumb?
I ain't dumb. I'm a free thinker.
If you believe the Earth is a pancake, then what about the thousands of photos that clearly shows the Earth is round, like a basketball?
National security. Why don't we see any land when we're looking down at the ocean from the space station?
Why? Because you're over top of ocean.
Don't you think they could be fooling us with this picture?
I give you this.
Wait, watch the picture. Watch the picture.
I know that they've airbrushed some stuff.
It's not airbrushed. This is us in our front yard on a solar panel, and we tricked you, showing you how easy. We have zero budget. They have $65 million a day, and I tricked you.
They's all fake.
Okay, if the Earth is a pancake, then how do we get both day and night?
Because the sun is like a spotlight, and it moves around shining on one place at a time.
Hallelujah scriptures. Enoch, Hanok in Hebrew. Chapter 72 talks about astronomy. The sun has its rising in the east portals of the Shaim, its heavens, and its going down in the west portals of the Shaim. Again, heavens. For sake of time, I'd encourage everyone, if you really want to understand, scriptures say to study yourself to be approved, correct? So you should go study chapter 72 to see everything it says on how the sun operates according to YAHUAH. Chapter 73 explains the moon. And after this law, I saw another law dealing with the smaller light, which is named the moon. For the sake of time, I would encourage you to go study that chapter.
Okay, crazy.
But if the Earth is a pancake, why does not the water spill off the edges?
Yeah, water would spill right off into space.
Ha ha ha! Explain that, Mr. Pancake Earth!
2 words. Butter wall.
Butterwall?
Seriously? A butter wall?
That's what I said, fool! There's a big old butter wall, and it circles the entire pancake Earth.
I'm gonna switch it up for you to show you these books are saying the same thing. King James, Genesis, and YAHUAH, not G-O-D, said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And YAHUAH, not G-O-D, made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And YAHUAH, not G-O-D, called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day." This is Genesis chapter 1. Genesis and all the scriptures explain this. YAHUAH created a flat earth and a dome called the firmament. Another word for it is expanse. He says that there's water above it and under it. And that's why when you look up, the sky looks blue. If you study further in Genesis, it says, the sun and the moon are under the firmament with the stars. YAHUAH never mentioned planets, but he did say that you will be worshiping other gods. And it's interesting that all the planets are named after Greek gods. Venus, Mars, Jupiter. Did you know that JC's name means Jupiter in Latin?
The god we call Zeus in antiquity was called Zeus, but only in the nominative case, and a version of Dios in the genitive, dative, and accusative forms. In Latin, his name was Jupiter.
Man taught you planets. Your creator's like, what is that? YAHUAH, so when United States said they landed on the moon, that means they snitched on themselves, right? And Elon Musk with the Mars rover stuff. Any of the countries, corporations, or anybody who says they've done anything in space with these planets and stuff, they're literally telling you, we're lying to you and we're with the enemy. They're clearly identifying themselves right in front of your face. But you're studying. You already know this, right?
The butter wall keeps the water in.
Aha! Now you're catching on. You're beginning to see how reality really be.
This whole pancake Earth thing is just a fake, like the abominable snowman or global warming.
Robin must be right. There's no way they're gonna accidentally document this right in front of our faces and we won't even see it.
Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're gonna flip to the Antarctica, which, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is, notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me show you with an image of what a flat earth map would look like. Now, this is what a latitude 80 degrees south would look like on a flat earth map. As you can see, the dome comes down closer to you over the wall, which will be about 13,000 feet. Now, if you go back out into the center of the earth, or the North Pole, and try to go up to the firmament with a little bit of calculation, it's going to show that it's about 385,500 feet away. It's really, really simple, folks. Now, if you're not familiar with any of this at all, and you're just now new to all this, you can say, well, this guy is crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But what you got to ask yourself is, why do all the maps before 1958 show a flat earth with the ice wall around it and a firmament, a dome? And why does the encyclopedia tell you that there's a dome there, and it gives you the exact height at a certain latitude and longitude? Well, the reason is because in 1958, that's when all governments and all nations of the world signed the UN treaty to ban all civilians from going to the Antarctica, and NASA came in and erased everything, just like they're erasing everything today. So again, ask yourself, if all this existed before 1958, why doesn't it exist now? How come it all of a sudden was erased and just disappeared out of your history books, out of your encyclopedias, out of your libraries? Wake up, people. Wake up.